Hello beautiful people, let's make shortbread cookies. You'll be amazed at the things you can make in your kitchen. We'll start by adding in soft butter. The butter should always be your base. And we'll brought in the sugar. You should divide the butter by 2. That will give you the quantity of your sugar. And we'll also brought in the flour. You add the quantity of the sugar and the butter and you'll get the quantity for your flour. And now we'll brought in salt and we'll start bringing this together. At first, I used my spatula, but with time, I came in with my washed hands and we'll start bringing this together to form a dough. This should take about 5 minutes. And because the butter is soft, it will help you in no time. Let me explain again the quantities for this shortbread recipe. I always use the butter as the base. We'll divide the butter into 2. That will give you the quantity of sugar you should add in. And you now add both the quantity of the sugar and the butter to get the quantity of the flour. Once you do this, you will always get it right. And we've gotten it to this soft buttery dough. Now in my baking pan, I brought in parchment paper and I brought in the dough. And we're going to be stretching this dough to fit into our baking pan. Another way you can easily do this is to spread it out on a parchment paper and also top it with the parchment paper and use your rolling pin to extend it to the size of your pan. If you have a small rolling pin, you can use it inside this baking pan. Otherwise, I'm using this bottle to smoothen it so that it's very smooth. I use the ruler to make marks on it. That will help me to indicate where I'm going to cut. Remember, at Glory Homemaker, we give you value for your time. And with my cutter, we are going to drive this mark in. You can also use your knife, whatever works for you. We'll also cut out the edges. We are looking out for a good shape for shortbread fingers. And I also cut this. And with the help of the fork, I'm going to prick this. That gives it a good design. And we're going to send this to a preheated oven. And we're baking at 160 degrees Celsius between 30 to 35 minutes. Once you see that it has started browning by the sides, please take it out from the oven. At this point, it looks and still feels very soft. Please do not poke your fingers into it. You're going to allow it to cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, I separated it with the knife. We'll spread it out on a cooling rack and we'll allow this to cool completely before packing it. Please do not pack it when it's not cooled because it's going to go mushy. And here is our shortbread cookie. Look at this delicious goodness. Perfectly baked on both sides. As it cools, it's going to firm up, it's going to harden up. This tastes so good. My children even confirmed that it tasted better than the store-bought. You can bake this for home use, parties, get-togethers, or even for business. Please note that it should cool completely before you pack it into airtight containers or airtight plastic bags so that it doesn't go mushy. I hope you learned a thing or more from this video. I always say that homemade recipes are the best and every meal is possible in your kitchen. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.